Welcome everybody back to the channel. Semi-original guy, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another live league game of the day. Episode 99 today, folks. One more and we are in the triple digits. I cannot believe that we have made it this far, folks. We have a match today on 1 vs 1, a grave for roses. This is a standard match, triple base airport, but there are no comm towers on this map, folks. There are absolutely no comm towers, so this is going to be an interesting one indeed, folks. There's going to be no firepower bonuses on 1 vs 1, a grave for roses. Now, our players today are EILXA and Katarn. They have chosen to play as Sasha and Nell. This is a tier 1 matchup today, folks. So, Sasha, as a day-to-day ability, will get plus 100 extra funds per property that she owns. This does not include labs or comm towers. Her normal co-power, market crash. Whoa, like how much funds that she has. And war bonds will give her 50% of the battle damage back as funds. Now we also have Nell. Nell, as a day-to-day ability, will get 0 to 19% luck. Her Lucky Star ability will boost that luck rating up to 59%, and the Lady Luck Super Co-Power will boost it to 99%. Nell is a hell of a drug, folks. Luck is a hell of a drug. Nell can be a very interesting CO to play against. You can't play the same against Nell as you would anybody else, because every single unit for at least one turn could potentially be lethal, folks. Super lethal. So I think we're gonna have a good one here today. I don't really have too much to say about the map. You know, this is kind of just, you know, a standard one side versus the other side sort of matchup. All the bases are in the top corners over here, so your deployment is kind of just wherever you want it to go. It is important to go down and grab these cities. Usually what happens is armies meet in the middle and you have sort of proxy fights over here on the side to try to grab one of the towers, or one of the corners, I mean. And then it's just turns into a big brawl after that point. So, you know what? Strap in and let's see what went down in the live league today, folks. Alrighty, folks. On the first few days, you guys and girls know the deal. It is the standard infantry builds, because you got to get the infantry on the field. It is the #1 priority in Advanced Wars by Web, after all. #2 priority in Advanced Wars by Web. Go for the neutral bases, folks. You guys know the deal with that one. Not anything out of the ordinary with that. And it does take at least 2 days to grab the neutral base on this map for sure. Grabbing the airport is definitely a good thing to do, because you do want to have lots and lots of unit count. Air units are very effective on this map because of the amount of rivers on this map. It is difficult for land units to kind of mosey their way around the map. So definitely grab that airport. And you can also see here, folks, that this is a C tile and this is a C tile, and vice versa on the opposite side. So the infantry can't actually jump ship all the way over to this mountain. They do have to go right over the C tile right here. But that's really the only thing to note when it comes to the C tiles. Aside from that, it is very mobile for land units. These land units can go over here and then cross the shoal line here and get into the center. So all in all, it's like, you know, it's not really too much of a hindrance, but air units definitely do play a massive role in this game for sure. Now we have the early tank build over here from Nell. Nell's tanks, super lethal, folks. You gotta watch out for them. 100%. Battlecopter build over here from Sasha, which I think is super powerful. Very, very common strategy for Sasha to actually open up Battlecopter. I've seen lots and lots of Sashas do this. Now, she does have the funds available to her to do a move like this, which is actually really good in the early games, because it does take a little while for your opponent to get the anti-air out, or a copter of their own. Now, you guys can see here that Nell only has 7,000 funds coming in every single turn. So if you spend all your money buying that tank double infantry of your whole 9k, well, then it's going to take you 2 days to get a anti-air on the field. And by that time, the battlecopter could be in your face, causing massive amounts of harassment, folks. But Nell has banked up 4k this turn, so we are definitely going to be getting an anti-air next turn, especially with 8k coming your way. It's either going to be anti-air or battlecopter, but we can see EILXA the Sasha player has already come out with the tank. So tank to counter other tank, Battlecopter also to counter tank. I think we are going to be seeing a whole lot of counters here. Battlecopter is not in position to actually interrupt any properties yet, but the threat of Battlecopter moving this way plus tank on the HQ definitely would ward away this tank for sure. Battlecopter buy over here from Nell I think is a pretty good purchase indeed. It is going to help with the unit count for sure. Nell loves unit count, folks. You got to get lots of units on the field when you're playing Nell because that luck damage is wild. And the more units you have to roll those dice, the better it is for you, folks. Alright, so we got the interrupt happening here in the middle of the map. 7-7 trade, not too shabby. Battlecopter moves down to the center of the map to assist with that little interrupt here too. And you might think it's just a random movement when it comes to this Battlecopter. This Battlecopter actually plays really, really precisely right here. So in order to actually attack this infantry, you have to either forego your capture, and that's really the only way that you can do it. So you could go here, attack, and then recapture, but because this Battlecopter is here, you can't have tank move here. Not that it can move there anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it can't move there anyways, but you could have this infantry move here, eliminate the infantry, and then continue the capture, but this guy's preventing any sort of nonsense happening with that little engagement there. So I do like the placement of the Battlecopter indeed. Except for that infantry. I guess that guy can go up and eliminate it anyways, but whatever. I still stand by the Battlecopter placement, folks. 110%. Alright, so this is a great move. Yeah, this is fine. So we go in and further interrupt that, taking it all the way down to 1. Now we'll have to either join cap that guy or forego the capture at this point. So those are pretty much the only two options here. Now you could do something absolutely wild and crazy and totally on par with like some 700 Nell play and attack this Battlecopter with all 3 your infantry. Would I recommend doing something like that? Probably not, but you could do it, and if you get maximum luck rolls, you could take that guy all the way down to 4, but it would brutally cripple your capture game. So I wouldn't suggest doing that, but if you're considering doing something wild and unpredictable and truly on par with the luck rolls of Nell, you could potentially do something like that. Once again, I don't suggest it. I don't condone it. I just think it would be funny to do it. But we also have an engagement over here from Nell, and we actually get the 2-shot here, folks, which should not be possible. But because we are playing as Nell, we got that luck damage, folks, and we get it. We join cap. Did we actually cap as well? Yeah, we did. All right, cool. I'm liking it. I'm liking them caps. And casually moves the Battlecopters over here. So one of the... Is there a possibility to hit this unit? We could, but it would be catastrophically bad for us to go and, let's say, take an engagement where we might be able to, like, eliminate this guy. But we would lose a Battlecopter if we go in and take that engagement. So would not suggest doing that for sure. But we are going to attack the infantry and eliminate the potential of capping. So that's okay. I don't really mind that for sure. This will result in the Battlecopter strike, but we do have Battlecopter reinforcement over here. Not quite in position, but we do have anti-air in position to back it up. So that's okay. And even if this tank attacks this anti-air, it's not really going to do enough damage. Like, for sure. Like, this guy and this guy, like, you're going to be doing 45 to 58% damage, even if you take this guy down to 5. 5 HP anti-air is still super effective against a Battlecopter. So, yeah, that's not really going to be a great thing. But you never know. He might go up and take the engagement, folks. I mean, if we go up, we can attack here, then we can attack here, and we might even be able to get a luck roll with an infantry. We could actually get a luck roll with an infantry, because we can attack from the, this guy right here. What is this? A city? We can attack from the city, get 2 luck rolls with infantry, but once again, that's going to put this side at a huge disadvantage to the swarm of infantry that are coming in over here, folks. So I don't know if we're going to be seeing that play, but you never know. I wouldn't pass it up. Okay, we are going to attack a tank, and we are going to attack the anti-air. Okay, so we are going in for the attack. Don't know if I necessarily agree with attacking the tank and the anti-air, but with the amount of pressure we have over here from, like, you know, our B squad over here, even if we lose these guys, anything that he pushes forward to attack these guys, so he would probably end up losing. So all in all, it's okay, but this is definitely, like, anti-air into battlecopter right here is definitely something I would consider in this situation. I'd probably consider taking the tank back to get some heals, but aside from that, we also have a recon guy over here to ward off the infantry over here, which I do like the idea of that. Battlecopter completely getting out of dodge out of the center and attacking the infantry down south. This is actually a very nice move. So completely redirect the fight and dictate the fight on your own terms, folks. Moving the fight where you want the fight to happen. All right. Like that, popping the market crash so we don't have to deal with no sneaky Nell stuff right here, folks. Also like that a lot. Busting out the battlecopter, tank, infantry builds over here. Now day 10, it is Nell's turn. Now we are definitely going to be losing an anti-air out of this entire equation, but we also have to bring over our forces to defend our HQ, because now there is a massive, flipping, huge threat in the form of 2 battlecopters, 5 infantry, and 4 infantry on the side. So yeah, that's the full package over there, folks. You got to be getting that tank on the HQ without a doubt. You got to protect that boy at all costs. Taking the interrupt on one of the properties that Nell owns. Very nice move. You got to be defending that property. Can't be losing it right now. Technically, Sasha is ahead by 1 city at the moment too. So with this capture that's going to happen this turn, it's going to put her ahead by 2, which is going to be a very difficult spot, especially in triple base, because that should put EILXA at 20,900, which is very, very close to triple tank territory every single day. It's at least double tank, an infantry or battlecopter, and an easy 4-buy. So yeah, this is going to be getting pretty dire here pretty quick for our good friend Nell. But we shall see. Nell is the master of luck, and luck can come out of nowhere, folks. Alright, standard buys here today. Not really anything out of the ordinary. Tank, battlecopter, infantry, banking 3k. And now EILXA has 20 properties also. So this is where Sasha begins to get super, super powerful, folks, is when you get to 20 properties. So that puts you ahead by a whole 2k, which is a lot of funds. It's a lot of funds. Right now, the difference between 20 properties and 17 properties is 5,000 funds for Sasha. She can potentially get her tech game up massively over the course of the next few days. I mean, if she wants to, she can bust out these stinky soiled abomination like almost every single turn if she wants, if she banks up a little bit of money. Or she could go for, you know, some classy buys indeed. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm pretty sure in this situation, the best course of action is to be pumping out a lot of vehicles, folks. You got to get tons of vehicles on the field, because you have to eliminate as many things as you possibly can, especially vehicle-wise. Vehicles are super dangerous as Nell. Infantry are very dangerous as well, but they're not like as dangerous as the vehicles, because vehicles have a higher base damage. Therefore, the luck value will be stacked even higher on top of that. Infantry against vehicles have a very limited amount of damage that they can do. So you're not really going to be seeing like a whole lot of damage happen from them. But the potential for the luck rolls is still there, folks. So yeah, you do have to watch out for it. But vehicles are way more scary. Way, way, way more scary indeed. And this recon and this anti-air just going to town in the top right corner here, followed by a tank and 2 infantry. Oh my god, what a push here, folks. We have 31 to 28 units. Pretty hefty value lead at the moment here too. But we can see Nell is pretty close to a co-power, folks. We have maybe, what is that, like 15k? If we can find a way to get 2 battlecopter strikes, we can get the normal co-power and potentially wipe this side out. So let's see what we manage to do here. So we're obviously going to be taking that engagement. Obviously we're taking that engagement. That's a good one. Alright, so we're going to go down, take another one. Ooh, we're super close. We are super close. I don't think we're going to get it this turn, though. He's not really playing the turn like you would if you were going for the power. So, yeah, he's going to be banking that. Unfortunately, we're not going to be getting the power here this turn, but we are going to be getting a nice strike on an anti-air, taking that man down to 5. So, not too shabby. However, if we did do a little bit of TLC to that turn, I think we could have got the power, and we could have potentially struck the bottom corner of the map with, at minimum, like quite a few infantry hits. But either way, we are going to lose the power this turn, regrettably. And yeah, so, ooh, actually, you know what? That infantry, what a hero, surviving with 1 HP. My god. My gosh. What a hero. 2 battlecopters moving in, and a tank, and we attack an anti-air. Interrupting the capture. Taking out a tank, bringing the anti-air back for heals. I do like this play so far, folks. And finish it off with the old market crash, folks, with 23,600 funds. It's not actually showing the negation of the power, but I'm fairly certain that power went down like quite a bit, but maybe it didn't. Wait, what happened? What happened here? Oh, wait. Okay, so we built up that power meter, like, a lot. Okay, so this makes more sense. Yeah, we built up the power meter a lot. But did we buy something accidentally? I think we might have bought something accidentally. Did we? No, we didn't. Weird. I feel like that probably should have brought that bar down more, but I could be wrong. Brought it down by 2 with 23,000 funds. Okay. Is what it is, folks. But Nell is definitely going to be getting a co-power this turn. Just a few lucky engagements here, and then we are going to be rocking that power, folks. With just 1 more engagement, we can get it. Probably wouldn't waste the battlecopter strike on that. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But we have the co-power, folks. We have it. We should definitely be popping that co-power. Yeah, lucky star it up upwards to 59%. Extra luck right now. Now this isn't easy. Oh my god, we don't even get that cleared. What even is this luck? What is the luck roll on this, actually? Let's find out. Okay, so 59 to 86% luck. And we take the engagement and take it down by, what is that, 6? Oh, so that's like almost the lowest of low rolls possible for that one, unfortunately. Alright, 7. Ooh, 7. That's a low roll as well. Another low roll. There we go. Now we're starting. We're starting now. Alright, here we go. Yeah, the infantry are coming in clutch. They're doing the DPS now. DPS checking it up. Alright, even a 30% damage with a bat. Oh my god, what? There is no way. No way. Okay, now this is like totally unfair for now. 64 to 117%. I guess that's a little bit more fair than I thought, but like, doesn't seem like a lot of damage, you know? I guess she does have a co-power activated, so the battlecopter does have, you know, 110% defense. I feel like it should have worked. Oh, whatever. So, you know, kind of a mid-roll on that one. Not really, like, too much, not too little. Gonna be taking the tank engagement as well. Take that guy down to 1. Clear it. Ooh, I would consider... I feel like maybe clearing the copter might have been a better move. Maybe not. I don't know. I think that's fine. Okay, so with this engagement, now with 1 power, managed to just wipe out that entire section of the map, folks. What a massive push here. Like, what does Sasha have left to actually attack with? We have a tank right here that can't actually really hit anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can maybe hit this infantry or one of these 2 infantry, but then we're fighting into a battlecopter. We have this tank here that can attack. We have this guy right here. Can't attack the battlecopter. Could attack one of these guys fairly safely, but I don't know if I'd really want to do that. This might be a pulling back and reevaluating the situation kind of a turn. We can definitely take out this battlecopter though. So I mean, that's definitely something we can do. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one, folks. EILXA is going to get a property right here, so that's going to be nice for sure. And there is a potential for an interrupt right here, but once again, fight against Nell with power means that you actually get counterattacked by her power as well. So her luck rolls on the counterattacks could be pretty bad. Alright, so that's a fair trade right there for sure. Take the engagement, 7-7, kind of expected. 7-5, got actually kind of lucky with that one. Now we go in and attack with the infantry first. I don't know if this was planned or not, but I think this is actually pretty smart to attack with the infantry first. So your tank doesn't actually take that extra luck battle damage. Alright, getting that flip. Going for the copter strike. Doesn't actually get the clear. Forces the clear with the battlecopter. And then we block in with the infantry. Now that can easily be destroyed and we can still get the interrupt in the corner. However, that would be sacrificing basically the last 3 units that we have up north. So I don't know if that's necessarily the play, but nice counterattack for sure. Bringing the unit count back up to 25 to 30, which is not bad. And I do not believe that we are going to be seeing another lucky star, folks. I think that is going to be the one and only of the game. One and done, as they say. Not going to be going for the interrupt up in the corner as well. Just going to go for the damage hits. And we clear an infantry on a mountain. Bring the tank over to sit firmly on the city. Sitting pretty on the city, as they say. And we pull back. We don't want to fight into a whole slew of tanks up north. Form a respectable death ball. And we are beckoning Sasha to come in and attack us. We are like, all right, bring it. I got the reinforcements. Let's go. But there is one major flaw in this situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have left a healthy battlecopter open to an attack. Now, I would maybe, I don't know. I would probably actually consider going in and taking this engagement just to get this healthy battlecopter out of the way. And then once we do, we can bring in 1, 2, 3 extra tanks and another battlecopter and an anti-air. In addition to that, we could clear a whole bunch of infantry right here and form a nice wall right here. I think that might be the play. But we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. We're going to go for a couple easy engagements and form a wall. So we're not going to be yeeting right into the entirety of his army. So I guess that's fine. I would like to see a full-scale yeet right about now, though. 100%. What would happen if we did go in for a full-scale yeet, though? So we would be standing here, and we would be standing here. So we would be attacked by 1 copter, a tank, and a tank. So we would take 3 hits, but we would also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential hits to counter that as well. I feel like I would just go in for the full scale yeet. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm just gonna full scale yeet in that situation. All right, folks, and bringing another tank into the middle of the map here, folks. All right, on day 15, Nell is on 5 minutes and 29 seconds. EILXA on 13 minutes and 47 seconds. So actually looking pretty good for times. Day 15 being around like 5 minutes in time, it is very difficult to sort of think. You know, you gotta think very, very fast. Time management is super important when it comes to the live league. But I wouldn't say that it's necessarily like, you know, a make or break situation for sure. You can definitely come up with some solid plays in like 1, 2, 3 minutes. and you don't really have to worry about it too hard. And this is nice up here from Nell, because we are going to be flipping this city for sure. Guaranteed flip right here, which is going to be very nice. And we should be able to more than likely be able to acquire this property, I believe. So that'll put us at 19. So that'll be 19 to 22 properties in total. So yeah, we do have to watch out for that for sure. It's definitely going to be getting pretty risky here as we turtle down by the HQ. And we are going to be giving EILXA a lot of ground here, folks. Now, they could potentially go up for a full-scale attack, but it looks like they are going in for an attack. Not a full-scale attack, definitely going for an attack. I agree with the blocking of this tile right here, so go in for this attack here, force a fight right here, and that should allow for the capture of these two properties. I wouldn't really push in the rest of the army too much at this point, I don't think. Yeah, definitely hold the army back. And then if he does decide to go in and attack to interrupt, then you can actually just come right back and just completely obliterate everything that he sends at you. Like 100%. That should be a pretty good attack here. Gonna attack the anti-air, take that guy down to 4. Not too shabby of an attack. Does get the flip in the corner, so we are at 18 properties to 21 properties, which is a lot better. That's a lot better than where we have been at. Alright, gonna go for the interrupt with the 3 HP infantry. So that's okay. So we sack the 3 HP infantry to actually get the interrupt. I don't think that's a bad idea. That's actually a pretty good idea. I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. I'm feeling that move. I am feeling that move. That's okay. At this point though, like EILXA has such a big army and has control of the middle. It's going to be very difficult. Very, very difficult for Nell to push up into this. The only way that I can see for pushing into this would be a full-scale attack from the side over here. So we would have to bring all these tanks over and attack this front, and then maybe push up like a little bit into this front and sort of sandwich her units in the middle, forcing her to pull back, and then at that point Nell might be able to move into the center and take that ground. But Sasha gaining another property here, busting it up to 22 properties once again. And she is going in for an attack, folks. We have attacked a free tank. There's nothing covering that tank. And EILXA pulls the army back. Pulling the army back. I think that is that's a pretty good move. It's actually like not that bad of a move indeed. Now we pull it back because we could potentially get a surprise co-power. And if we get a surprise co-power and Nell gets super lucky and she gets like a bunch of tank strikes, you're just going to be in a super bad situation there, folks. Kyle is now officially out of time, so it does manage to get the buys at the last moment, but with no time on the clock, EILXA with 14 minutes on the clock is going to just be moving in, pops in the market crash, 27k income this turn. That goes battlecopter, double tank, infantry, and now has equal unit count for now. Nell will be able to buy some units this turn, but equal unit count for now. I don't think Nell's going to be able to eliminate any units this turn, but will have the purchases. Alright, so Nell banked up 33 seconds this turn, which is actually very nice considering the amount of moves that they did here. Going for a full-scale shift over to the bottom left-hand corner, and a semi-shift over to the top right-hand corner, which I don't know if I super agree with this one right here. I feel like Nell should probably just merge her armies together and just push one section really, really hard. Like, that's pretty much what I would consider doing here. Because this is gonna it's gonna result in an attack like this where we just lose unnecessary units and we don't really have any way of countering them. And then EILXA moves in with like triple tanks down south. Like, oh my god. Pops the market crash once again, so there's no hope of getting that co-power. 2 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock. Nell moves up, takes a few engagements here, managing to get a double strike on a tank, taking that guy down to 4. We do get a copter hit, which is pretty nice. going in for an infantry hit, pulling back, going for a flip on a property down south, and we should be getting a triple tank strike over here. We're not taking... I don't really know if I agree with not taking this tank strike right here. I feel like we should probably take that tank strike. I mean, we could move in with battlecopter and actually guarantee that we clear it as well. That would result in the loss of the battlecopter over here, but we have 2 anti-air. If we move the anti-air over here into this area, and we find something to move onto this tile, then this battlecopter moving in, even 2 battlecopters moving in, they could potentially easily be sniped out by our 2 anti-airs. So I definitely would consider going in for that tank clear. This move right here, this is just going to allow for a counterattack on this tank, which is going to be pretty big. Like, it's going to be a pretty big counterattack. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be pretty big, guys and girls. It's gonna be a big one. Oh, and we lose a battlecopter to the anti-air as EILXA moves in and captures another property, bringing both the tanks back, bringing all the tanks back. Okay, so we aren't even going to be fighting into that situation. Popping the market crash once again here. Divided the armies, folks. Divided the armies. Pushed this side super hard, and now Nell is going to be having to invest a lot of money fighting into this corner to try to regain it. And may even potentially lose 2 cities up in the top corner as well, folks. This could be a very bad situation, but it looks like we do have the resign over here from Nell. Does not want to continue the fight. I 100% don't blame them. This is a very difficult situation to play in, especially when you are super low on time. EILXA was definitely getting pretty low on time over here as well, but was very, very good with shifting the armies around, attacked where necessary, pulled back when they needed to. All in all, played a fantastic game. Nell played a very very good game as well. Just Sasha was just a little bit more powerful here, folks. Market Crash is a heck of a co-power, folks. You gotta watch out for it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one today. If you did, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.